back. If it has joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting live from Lagos. Here are the stories making our headlines this hour. Cyprus International University investigates the death of a Nigerian student, Gabriel Sorowe, as his family suspects foul play. ANSIA cancels the Nnewi North local government polls. Meanwhile, the Labour Party there insists the polls were free and fair. A group of young Nigerians under the auspices of Gen Voices asked Nigerian youth to take their destinies into their own hands. It is a dark day for African journalism as the BBC's Akomla Dino dies at the age of 40. Reminder here that all our top stories can be found on our website. It's channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. But to get us on the move, then visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. And go further now and interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. If you have a picture or videos to share with us, tap on the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions to share your reports, pictures and videos. To politics now. The Anambra State Independent National Electoral Commission, ANSIEC, has cancelled the local government election in Nnewi North local government area. ANSIEC Commissioner in charge of Anambra State, Mr. Sylvester Okonkwo, says election was cancelled due to a security report which made him do so, and no definite date has yet been given for a fresh conduct of the polls. However, when Channels Television visited Uru Ward in Umudim, Nnewi, one of the largest wards in the 8 polling units earlier today, it was observed that voters turned out en masse to vote the choice chairmanship and councillorship candidates. There was no restriction of movement, and voters said voting materials arrived on time, and electoral officers as well as various security agencies were on ground to carry out their responsibilities.
It was what you might call a landslide victory of Labour Party in Nnewi North. It was obvious to the incumbent governor and the Apuga in Anambra State that the outcome of Nnewi elections today will have put them to shame in what they did last Saturday. Labour Party was dominant and coasting to landslide victory in Nnewi North. Labour Party is Nnewi North is a strong point of the Labour Party as proven in the governorship election. So I think it was that because of that, and of course the rumours we have been hearing that the leadership of the government in Anambra State has been sworn that they will never see Labour have any local government in Anambra State. I think that's what they practicalized today, and it's really unfortunate. It's a piece of position, and I want to remind whoever did that power is transient. Power is transient, and they should know that power is transient, and nobody, no matter who, including the governor, should play God in Anambra State.
That accusation does not arise. The governor has no hand in the local government elections. ANSIEC is a statutory body charged with the conduct of local government elections. And like the name suggests, ANSIEC stands for Anambra Independent Electoral Commission. That commission is independent. That commission does not take orders from the governor. And I don't understand why the governor, even if the governor were that powerful, why would the governor allow elections to hold in 20 out of 21 local government areas and suddenly decide to cancel one? Why? And you remember that Nnewi is not just any other community. Nnewi is the community of the leader of ABGA. He's the leader, even in death, being Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. Why should the governor take delight in cancelling it? That allegation does not arise. I think it's an attempt to give a dog a bad name in order to hang it. It doesn't make sense.
Staying in Anambra State, but in another development, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, has appointed the state's governor, Mr. Peter Obi, as its national leader. Governor Obi fills the gap left by Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. Governor Obi's appointment comes on the heels of the APGA National Executive Council meeting in Awka, the state capital.
Members of the National Executive Committee of the All Progressives Grand Alliance came together in Awka, the Anambra State capital, for their meeting. Here, the factional chairman of the party, Chief Victor Ume, announces the choice of the executive members for a national party leader and chairman board of trustees.
We have today the 15th of January 2014, unanimously resolved that His Excellency Mr. Victor Ume, CEO and Commander of the Nigerian becomes our national leader henceforth.
The outgoing Anambra State Governor, Mr. Peter Obi, expressed gratitude for the new responsibility given to him and recounts the party's journey.
We know we have every reason to be grateful to God. It's been a very long journey. We've been told so many times you're wasting your time in court. Our lawyers, after 2 years, said to us, is it not time to stop? And we said no, we'll come to the end of it.
25 others were appointed as members of the Board of Trustees and a vote of confidence passed on the leadership of the party. The members also resolved to review the party's constitution and picked February 15, 2014 for its national convention.
A former governor of Plateau State, Chief Michael Botmang, has died. The 76-year-old died after protracted illness in his hometown of Zawan in Jos South local government area of Plateau State in the early hours of today. Mr. Botmang was a two-term deputy governor to Mr. Joshua Dariye from 1999 to 2007 and acted briefly as governor from November 13, 2006, when Governor Dariye was impeached by 6 of the 24 members of the State House of Assembly. He held that position until April 27, 2007, when the Supreme Court ordered the reinstatement of Mr. Dariye as governor. Well, President Goodluck Jonathan has been mourning the death of Mr. Botmang, commiserating with the Plateau State Governor, John Ojang, and the people of the state. The President prayed that God would receive Mr. Botmang's soul and grant him eternal rest. The President knows that Mr. Botmang will be greatly missed by his family members, friends, political associates, and supporters. We're in Imo and Kaduna states now, where the Police Command and the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency say they're fighting crime in both states and is definitely in full swing. In Imo State, the police displayed an array of arms allegedly seized from suspected criminals. They also paraded a staff of a new Nigerian bank who is said to have connived with some robbers to steal from his friend. Over in Kaduna State, the NDLEA says the agency arrested 384 drug suspects and seized 2,437 kilograms of various illicit drugs in 2013.
It's a display of arms that would make even the strong-hearted shiver. Bullets, cartridges, pistols, rifles, and all manner of explosive devices allegedly recovered from criminals are here for all to see. There are some suspects being paraded here. One of them, however, sticks out because of the crime he's said to have committed. 27-year-old Daniel Mishok is the staff of one of the new generation banks in Imo State. He's accused of having collaborated with armed robbers to rob his friend.
The person who was arrested actually happens to be my friend, and I was the one who mapped out the plan on how he was to be robbed and what should be robbed.
This man, on the other hand, is being accused of stealing a car.
I have a chairman that stays in the US. He always sends car to me to sell for him. So actually, December period, he sent 2 cars. So one Range Rover and one Camry. The Range Rover is not well cleared, so the Camry was cleared. So he now told me to go to the house in Bega to meet him, driver to collect the vehicle and sell. So actually, so I didn't sell it the car. So I now brought the car. I just take the car to come back, to move around and go back to Lagos before this test now happened in my name.
In Kaduna, the state commander of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Mohammed Jibrin, says that the agency arrested 384 drug suspects and seized 2,437 kilograms of various illicit drugs in 2013.
Of the seized drugs, 2,367.515 kilograms is cannabis sativa. Heroin is 9 grams. Cocaine 217 grams. And other psychotropic substances.
The NDLEA boss adds that the command also discovered and sealed off a fake pharmaceutical company located in Zaria. Mr. Jubril is worried about the high rate of drug abuse among the youths in the state.
3 areas within Kaduna Metropolis notorious for sale of hard drugs are being sanitized. Some already sanitized. They are Kantin Aga, Aliu Makama Primary School in Barnawa. We have sanitized that.
It's quite heartwarming to hear such assurances from the police and the NDLEA. What Nigerians, however, wish to see is a situation where those that fight crime do not only have the resources to do so, but will be galvanized with a willpower and commitment that would ensure crime becomes a less lucrative way of life for nefarious individuals.
The Save Rivers movement says it has notified the Rivers State Police Command of its forthcoming rally scheduled for tomorrow, Sunday, the 19th of January, in Kana local government area of Rivers State. This notification comes barely a week after the Rivers State Police Command violently disrupted the last rally organized by the group in Port Harcourt. While displaying copies of the letter written to the police, the president of the movement, Mr. Charles Aholu, also confirmed that the group has requested for security cover for the rally.
It is an association that is against all form of impunity, injustice, and acts capable of undermining the interest of the riversman. We have notified the police to provide us security for our inauguration in Kana. This is a notification to the entire world. We have followed it up with, we have written to them, our lawyers have written to them, reminding them of the said notification. So we respect the police as a reasonable institution. We respect the police as an institution that is supposed to be unbiased to provide us security on that day.
Well, back to fighting crime, but in Rivers State, the police command has paraded 3 court workers suspected to have been involved in the January 4th bombing of the Ahoda High Court and the Okehi High Court in the state. Addressing journalists in Rivers, in Port Harcourt, a force public relations officer, Mr. Ahmed Mohammed, said the suspects will be made to face the law. It came as a shock to the people of Rivers State when on January the 4th, 2014, bombs exploded at the Ahoda High Court and the Okehi High Court, both in the state. According to reports, the bombings of the courts, where Justice Charles Wali presides, occurred that Monday morning, a few hours before a politically charged suit against Evans BP, who had reportedly been unlawfully parading himself as the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. After the initial inquiry into the incident by a detachment of the police bomb squad, the Rivers State Police Command promised full investigation and to make their findings public. The police command appears to have made good its promises, as today it paraded 3 suspects allegedly involved in separate court bombings in the state.
On the 4th of January 2014, there was a reported case of alleged bomb attack on Ahoda High Court and arson or burning of the court in Eche. And we assured members of the public that shall we make any breakthrough, we will let them know of our achievement. And we assured them we will get them, and we got some of them in respect of the 2 cases.
But the suspects claim they were not involved in the crime.
I never had any conspiracy with any of our staff or any outsider.
The police are just flaming lies upon our heads. It's lies.
Also reacting to the arrest is the Deputy Police Commissioner for Rivers State, Mr. Ibrahim Adamu, who says the suspects will be brought to book.
We have investigated this case and we've established beyond reasonable doubt a case of conspiracy on the parts of those suspects. We shall proceed against them accordingly. When we get to the law court, let them defend themselves.
The police may have to redouble their efforts to put a stop to incidents like these in order to prevent the escalation of the ongoing political crisis in the state. Still ahead on the news at 10, a group of young Nigerians under the auspices of Gen Voices asks Nigerian youths to take their destinies into their own hands. Join us again.
Coming out for refuel. Sebastian, where are you? Sebastian?
At Total, we provide high-quality fuels to all our customers, even the most demanding ones. World champions also trust Total. Total, you know where to turn.
Start the year 2014 on a prophetic note.